My name is Chris Latimer. I'm the CEO of the Oregon Consortium and Oregon Workforce Alliance. We're doing so many things that are so meaningful to me. We are working with youth who need our assistance. We're providing resources for displaced workers in our communities who have worked hard all of their lives and find themselves out of employment. And then we're also focused in on rural communities. In this day and age, so much effort goes into talking about the urban centers, the metro areas, that sort of thing, and it happens all across the nation. But we're totally focused on helping our rural communities be sustainable and to be vibrant places, because I believe that people should have a choice of where they want to live. We're lucky here in Oregon to have leadership in Salem at our state capitol who are innovators and collaborators themselves. And an example of that is our Commissioner for Community Colleges and Workforce Development, Dr. Cam Preuss.
About 6 months ago, I got a call from my good friend Chris Latimer, and she said, "Don't you suppose it's time that we actually sat down with the colleges that serve rural Oregon and the workforce partners that serve rural Oregon, and we sit down and talk about all those things that we know we have in common and start leveraging both our personnel resources and our actual dollar resources, and figure out if we can't design a compact that would have us working in concert."
What came out of that is what is now being known as the New Oregon Trails.
If you are a teenager in this county who is just thinking about entering the workforce with your very first job, we have one McDonald's and one Dairy Queen and one Subway, and that's it.
We're sitting here today at 22.4% unemployment.
We've had 2 manufacturing plants that have closed.
Cattle prices are down, hay prices are ridiculously low.
They can't make those laws that in effect put us out of business.
We have a major mill employer that has closed.
Get the regulation off our backs.
We need to be heard. Somehow we need to get that message out.
So I think that it's about time that rural Oregon really stood up for itself.
That's the bottom line.
Sunriver was an opportunity to bring 2 groups together who have resources beyond even what I believe they understand they have. And that's community colleges and the workforce investment boards.
So one of my expectations coming out of Sunriver is that we would create an enhanced rural network that would be nimble, quick, gazelle-like, if you would, and give us the opportunity to respond as a rural system and have a relationship in place so that when the opportunity comes along, we can focus on the opportunity.
The green energy sector is important to Oregon's future and to our economy. When you drive up the gorge, you see the wind turbines. When you go to the coast now, there's a lot of talk about the wave energy generation. In Central Oregon, the solar industry is growing and growing. What the green energy certificate will do is provide an individual with some basic skills, industry math, basic welding, different things like that, to go into an industry that is supporting those energy sector occupations and industries.
Investment in community colleges, for example, and in workforce investment boards has been decades in building. They're there. Use them.
Education is the key. So they need to get a good, solid base in their education today They need to get that foundation of their education so that they can move from one occupation to another.
Welcome to Base Camp.
Hi, my name is Greg Mulder. I'm from Lynn-Denton Community College, and I'm out here in the middle of Newberry Caldera on the edge of Paulina Lake. A group of my students and a group of other students from every corner of the state of Oregon, thanks to a help assistance from the Oregon Workforce Alliance, are out here trying to investigate some unexplored territory on the bottom of Paulina Lake.
It's important for the young people to have this experience and different kinds of applied experiences like this, because they are our workforce of the future.
Programs like the Recovery Act funded summer youth employment projects like this one here at Lake Paulina are really critical to get young people engaged and excited about science and math and technology so that we can have the workforce we need to be competitive in the world economy.
We have banded together as a county. All the cities are part of what we call a Clatsop Economic Development Resources. It's a public-private partnership. All the cities, all 5 cities in the county are involved, as well as the county, MTZ, Management Training Corporation, the community college, the school districts. We're all involved in it. We're all partners.
There are 2 projects today that I know that have an opportunity of moving ahead and moving very quickly. One of them is wind power. We have an investor that has a permit. That's $250 million ready to put to the ground. The other one, it's to do with wood waste from forest health projects, thinning, those kind of things, biomass. We're working on a collaborative basis on those. We think there's a pretty good chance. We seem to have buy-in on the projects that'll get that moving ahead.
We've applied for a broadband grant that I think we're going to stand a very good chance of getting, and that will benefit not only the university but also all of our small towns as well as La Grande. We have a really strong art community, so we do have homegrown art, and many times our artists are featured in neighboring communities as outstanding artists. We're very excited about the opening of the 4th Street Clinic. It did have about 5 doctors, and now they're going to have about 21 on staff.
The goal is to make the same level of service in healthcare available at the most remote clinic as it is in a metropolitan center.
The energy scene is good. We've just approved conditional use application for a 54-tower, I believe it is, wind farm on the south part of our county. We've talked to an energy group that's indicated that possibly we could put in a substantial solar field at our landfill. The grid's right there. That would offset for the rest of time the county's energy costs. So we're kind of excited about that.
The wine industry was coming to us saying, we just don't have the high-level skilled workforce that we need to grow this industry.
Oregon's community colleges are responding with a workforce prepared to meet industry demands.
There is so much potential here if they had the right kind of workers, because it turned out that we had just a phenomenal amount of land that was just perfect for grape growing and a wide variety of grape growing.
We do have clean air. We have sunshine. We have blue skies, all around us. We are an ag-based community, and we're a natural resource-based community. It's extremely important to protect those industries that are here to keep us in business.
I'm really excited about the amount of work we've accomplished so far over the last 6 months and about the signing of the compact. Oregon's been at this work for a long, long time. Oregonians are known for their adventurism and their innovation. This collaboration is one more example of how we work together.
I think you're right, Chris. The pieces are in place and the time is right.